I'm in a bad mood. My car broke down. I had to spend Saturday night with the Kenny family.
What?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Dude, I pushed it, and I pushed it, and I pushed it. Everyone knows I need a new car. And, I told the story last time that, the heat only works on the driver's side. And
is that car, the one you have, is that the same one we used to commute in?
Yeah.
Holy Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I have been through 4, 5 cars or something in that time.
Yeah. I just insist on being a regular guy.
Wow.
So I can relate to the audience.
Regular guys buy newer cars.
I know. I just want to be able to relate.
By breaking down and pushing your car in the snow? What happened?
I refuse to go Hollywood, man.
Man.
I was at the Short Hills Mall. Home of one of the homeless shopping sprees.
Yes.
Remember that bit we used to be able to do?
Fantastic bit.
The car's 6, I think. Wait, no. Wow, I bought it just before 9/11.
Yeah.
I bought it like 2 to 3 months before 9/11. Wow. All right. 7 years old. And it's gotten to the point where the heat works nice for the driver. And my lovely, it's so weird to say, but my lovely wife freezes her you-know-what's off because there's no heat on her side, which wasn't a problem until one day I was really tired and she had to drive, and I realized how cold the passenger seat really is. And it put the thought in my head, wow, I got to get a new car.
Yeah.
And I think we talked about this about a month ago. You would think between then and today I would have got the new car.
Get the car.
This weekend it was time to do some Christmas shopping. Went to the Short Hills Mall, running around the mall, having a good time, getting presents, blah, blah, blah. And then we go out to the garage, and I have to meet my brother and his kids and his wife for a little din-din, a little pre-Christmas din-din, and we're all excited. It's going to be fun. Haven't seen them in a while. Put the key in, and click, click. Click, click.
Oh, you got the click?
Click, click. Click, click.
Nothing like that.
No.
Just the click,
click, click.
Oh, boy.
Which is when your car breaks down, I got to tell you, the best place for it to break down is in a 4-level parking garage in the middle of the Christmas buying season.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
That same parking lot that most of you guys out there were in this weekend, where it took, an hour just to get into the parking lot? That's a perfect place to break down. Click, 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 click. Look up and one of those dome lights were on. I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
Oh.
And I think when they got my car in the garage, they had that light on. I didn't notice because it was daylight when I drove out.
Yeah.
And it drained the battery.
I don't know, Ralph. Maybe the battery.
Yeah.
Don't be too sure, Ralph. I ain't got no hairpin.
Are you nice to the people in the garage?
Yeah.
Always be nice to them, because they'll leave your car lights on sometimes. It's the way they can screw you.
Yep.
Oh, no, I'm good, man. Believe it or not, I'm good. I take care of those guys big time. So then call mall security and Club Soda Kenny at the same time, because it turns out Kenny lives a mere 10 to 15 minutes from that mall. Something like that. So mall security comes with one of those portable jumper cable things. They tried to help me for maybe a total of 30 seconds. So I really thank them for the effort they made. They did a quick little jump. I turned the key. Click, 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 click. Nothing.
Okay, goodbye.
The guy actually couldn't say it has to be your starter as he's slamming his car door and taking off. Not giving me a chance to go, no, it's not my starter. I'm not one of these gearheads, but I know a little something about cars. I know it was a dead battery. Kenny comes, no jumper cables. So now the people coming from above, you know how you circle around?
Oh, no.
Kenny is, basically standing in the middle of traffic.
Commandeering a vehicle like that stance?
He might as well have. He's just...
I need your car. GH has to get home. Get out.
He's just standing there going, jumper cables to every single... Hundreds of cars.
What did they think? He
Jumper
wanted to hook him up to the bolts on his neck?
Right. I need jumper cables. Jumper cables leaning into every car window.
Yeah.
And they're horrified. You see people actually locking their doors.
Of course.
Finally,
He's a ghoul.
Finally, some dude. I think he's a fan of the show. He stops, gives us jumper cables. The lady just happens to be pulling out in the spot in front of my car, which is a miracle. Kenny pulls his in. We tried. Whatever. I'm making this way too long. Whatever. But we hooked up the jumper cables, and the lady was impatient. She needed to leave. She's on a cell phone, making a phone call to some like ridiculous foreign land. She goes, "This is the only time I could talk to my family back home." And then we're trying to like jumpstart the car, but the battery's so dead it's going to take a while. But she didn't have time. So we gave it like another 30 seconds. She goes, "Well, I really got to go. I mean, I'm like, all right, leave."
You should have bought the jumper cables from her. Say, "Look, why don't you have these tomorrow? We'll give you $10,000 for them."
So, making a long story short, I was stuck. No dinner with my brother and the kids. Kenny drives me back to his house. Next thing you know, I'm spending a Saturday night with Kenny and his family.
Wait. So he drove you to his house. You left the truck there.
Just for dinner and all that. Yeah.
Oh, you didn't stay over there?
Oh, hell no.
Oh,
hell no.
Hell no. I wouldn't do that. Hell no. So then jumped on a train and got home. Okay. And then Kenny calls me this morning, yesterday morning, Sunday. Goes, "You're not going to believe this. I went to the garage and I said, 'What the hell? I'll just see if it starts.' And it started." I go, "Yeah, because it was the battery the whole time. I still need a new car, granted.
Yeah.
But I knew the whole time it was the battery. We just needed a little more time in the parking lot to get some juice in this battery."
You're a celebrity. You're a celebrity.
Yeah. Okay.
It's December. Your wife shouldn't have freezing ankles. Buy a new car. You're very famous.
I think we got a couple weeks off, so if I don't have a car by the time we get back, then
Dude, lease
I don't
one.
know what to tell you.
Just
No,
lease one.
I'm buying.
All right.
I beat the crap out of these vehicles, and I pass them on to somebody that's deserving in my family.
You just abandon them.
Yeah, let them have the
parking
problems.
garage.
Let them have the problems with the car.
Wait. That car just started?
Yeah, and I knew it would.
Wait.
It had to sit. It had to sit.
Dude, then it couldn't have been the battery.
Right.
No,
something then
we'll find out today.
Defrosted.
We'll find out
something.
today.
I think you had a sticky solenoid.
Oh my God!
Could have been a sticky solenoid.
Not the sticky
that finally
solenoid.
maybe thawed out a little bit.
Yeah.
And was able to engage.
Yeah.
The starter.
Why didn't the headlights go on then?
Headlights didn't go on at all?
Nope.
Interesting.
Yep.
Could have been a battery, though. It could have been the connection.
I don't know.
Perhaps there was some buildup between the terminal.
Oh, yeah, I know that.
And,
I know a little bit about cars. I'm not a complete dummy.
I don't want to argue with Anthony over cars, but I have to destroy the sticky solenoids.
I used to have a sticky solenoid.
I've had it many occasions, but that's not the problem here because they had just driven, so the engine would have been hotter when he was first starting to try it than the entire day and a half later where it was even colder at night.
Are you sure we're allowed to talk about sticky solenoids?
Sticky solenoid, hey.
That could be a little too much,
Sexy.
Should we check with people before we talk about sticky solenoids?
All right, the verdict is coming in. Gremlins.
Gremlins?
Gremlins.
I like that.
People are saying you had gremlins.
Not like that. So, for the haters out there, I'm sure they're very happy that I was stuck in the middle of nowhere having dinner with Kenny and his family.
Big 3 is suggesting you change your turn signal fluid.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you guys ever had dinner with Kenny? Like, we've had dinner at restaurants where you have to eat what they bring you. Wow, did I learn a few things about Kenny on Saturday night.
What?
Oh, really?
Wow. We'll have to talk about it after the break because we're late already.
All right.
Because of my car babble. But, wow. And I was trying to mess with how he eats, and his wife was like, no, you get to leave. She's like, you get to leave and go back to New York. Do not do that. And
Really?
I'll explain next. I thought it'd be fun to mess with him. Oh, he has to count stuff.
No, he doesn't.
He has to count stuff when he eats.
When he eats?
When he eats. The dinner was lovely. Kenny's wife cooked a nice meal for us, and they couldn't have been nicer. But Kenny is insane.
He's crazy.
He is nuts.
And he lost power last night because we got some winds whipping through New York today. And it knocked out Kenny's lights for about 5 minutes. Kenny said he had to get up at 1 a.m. to reset every clock in the house.
Why can't you wait?
He is nuts. He is nuts.
What does he count? Does he just go 1? And you're like, what is that? My friends.
And I also found out that Kenny has a 13-year-old nephew that's 6'5".
Really?
You know how that we joke about those? You know,
well, I'm a regular kid.
He has a 13-year-old nephew that's 6'5".
Playing basketball.
6'5". He's too young to play basketball. 6'5" at 13.
Wow.
So, I'll explain the Kenny eating thing after the break. All right, Club Soda Kenny. So thank you for having me and my lovely wife at your abode on Saturday night.
It was my pleasure to rescue you.
Yeah. How annoyed were you?
I wasn't at all. I was hoping that we could get together since you were so close.
Yeah, because Kenny goes, wow, you guys are at the Short Hills Mall. You're real close. What are you doing for dinner? And I'm like, gonna eat with my brother.
Okay, then it's obvious that Kenny sabotaged your car.
He probably did.
So you would have to go over his house.
He probably unhooked something while I was in the mall. That's actually That's actually a good theory.
I was in a panic to get there because it's really close to my house. But when you come off the highway, there was 50 cars backed up on the exit to get into the mall.
Oh,
and then they had horses up blocking one of the entrances, so I just moved that.
Yeah.
Cut everybody off.
Yeah.
Then they have, like, those mall security guards and people directing traffic, and they wanted me to, like, go around. I go, no, you don't understand. GH is in need of assistance.
For the people just tuning in, my car broke down at the Short Hills Mall in, like, the 3rd or 4th level of the parking lot, which is a perfect place to break down this time of year.
during the holidays.
But that parking lot is weird, too, because he was on the 2nd level. So when you pull in and you go up to the 2nd level, he wasn't there.
Oh, no.
So I went all the way up and I had it come back. But when you come back down, he's on the 2nd level.
How does that work?
I don't know, because
They also have like a road that goes right through the parking, the garage. That's the highway or something.
Yeah, because I got stuck on the other side of the mall, had to make my way back.
It's the most bizarre place.
And I thought when I went to get your truck Sunday morning, I go up to the 2nd level, it's not there. I go, oh, they towed the car. Because I like called for permission, like say I was going to like leave it there, and they're going like, you can't leave it there because it's Christmas and we need every parking spot. I go, look, we're leaving it there.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll get it out in the morning.
I want to thank the Short Hills Mall for spending at least 30 seconds on my car, by the way. Thank you. That was appreciated.
But then when I came up to the 3rd and came back down, then it was magically there on the 2nd level.
Yeah.
How did they do that?
I don't know.
But we talked about that already. So then we go back to Kenny's house, and your wife made a lovely dinner, and
Yeah, she's good like that.
and she had a little pasta thing, and I learned that Kenny has to have how many scoops?
You got to be organized when you eat.
How many scoops,
you
Kenny?
don't.
Yeah.
This is for real.
Look at Jimmy's face.
Jimmy, you've been eating with him for years, and you didn't know this?
If I find out that he's counting scoops of pasta and has to have a certain number, I'll never.
Dude, it's not even. How many scoops, Kenny?
No, I start off with 5.
It has to be 5 scoops. So I jokingly go, come on, you could have a 6th. And his face got beet red, and his wife goes, no. You guys get to go home. Don't do that. Don't do that.
No, you were going to put a 6th scoop
This is a
in?
goof. Because I understand a little something about OCD, and the best thing to do is mess with those people.
So 5 scoops.
5 scoops. He starts with 5 scoops, but if he's hungry, how many scoops then, Kenny?
3 to 5.
3 to
Oh, wow,
5.
you give
So
yourself some leeway.
Yeah.
He allows 3 to 5, but if you give him 2, then that's a whole nother problem.
Now, do you have to completely finish the initial 5 scoops before you go for your 3 to 5?
Yeah, it's portion control.
So the plate is clean, and then you can. You can't have like 2 or 3 pieces of pasta and go, yeah, I'm still hungry. Let me.
No, I'll finish it first.
Ah, of course you will. That plate's got to be clean.
And what was the thing with putting the pasta on your fork all about? Was that just like...
No, like you got to organize the little ziti's.
No, you don't.
You got
into your intestines.
You got to organize the little ziti's.
Yeah, you line them up nice.
Line them up.
He lines up his pasta on his fork and eats it that way.
Yeah, and then you get one, like if there's 4 prongs on the fork.
Yeah.
You like grab 4.
Well, it all depends on how big the ziti is.
Yeah.
Sometimes 4 won't fit.
Yeah.
I will be honest, I have put 2 pieces of ziti, one on the end.
Yeah, but
tines.
Just for fun, though.
No, I'll usually eat like that.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, because it's just better than poking at it.
Yeah.
These weren't the big scoffatoons. These were like penne.
Scavatoon.
Yeah, penne.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you start with 5 scoops.
Yeah.
And then you allow yourself, if you want a second helping, to go 3.
Yeah, and then I
3 to
backed it up
5.
with 3 more.
What was the other thing we learned? I don't remember all of them. Because then your wife just ran down the list, and I was dizzy.
Now, wait a minute. If you have 5 and you're too full for even 3, would you ever have 2?
No, it's not the right thing.
What? Why would you eat 5 scoops of pasta?
No, it's like a spoonful. It's like,
Why don't you just have 3 and cut it out?
But the serving spoon. It depends on how big the serving spoon
Yeah,
is.
it was a nice, average size spoon. We had a lovely dinner, by the way. Did I mention that?
You guys couldn't have been nicer. What was the other thing she taught me about your eating? It was some other bizarre thing. You don't remember?
I don't know, because it's like second nature to me, where it's odd to everyone else.
Well, then,
Yes.
going over to Kenny's house is like living in a sitcom, like one of those weird Fox sitcoms. Because then Kenny gets up, and if I'm going too far, you just slap me across the face. But Kenny gets up and goes, I'm going to the bathroom. And all of a sudden, his wife goes, oh, no. Kenny, make sure you turn on the fan right in front of all of us.
Oh, my God.
And then he leaves, and then we were talking about the fan that she bought for about 5 minutes. She's like, look, I don't ask for much from Kenny or anybody else, but I know what I know. And I demanded that we get, the high-power fan? Or
It's like a wind tunnel in there.
She goes, I demanded we get the high-power fan. Well, I don't ask her for many things, but this is something I needed.
There, right?
I was going to be courteous and use the bathroom in the basement.
Ah.
And then
she's courteous.
And then she was talking about your, I was going to call it IMDb, but that would be a movie site. Your,
I got one of them, too, Club Soda Kenny.
What is it called? The IBS, yeah. IBS. All of a sudden, she's talking about his IBS.
I got a spastic colon. Nobody believes me.
I think the important thing, though, is in Kenny's household is the enchanting after-dinner conversations.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah, it's like, Kenny, get the train schedule.
Yeah. Yeah.
James had a lovely barbecue at my house.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I forgot. We didn't get into your bowels or fan habits, though, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I guess I wasn't close enough to the family yet.
Yeah.
Once you're in, you're in.
Opie's a made man now.
Yeah.
I had a chance to take the Club Soda Kenny fortune because he decided he doesn't need to, scrape the ice off his stoop.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Wow. Someone's going to break their neck, Kenny.
Yeah, thank goodness he didn't trip.
Yeah.
And also, Kenny, I have to say it, but you're about, 6'5"?
Yes.
He's got this tiny, and I mean tiny little dog that he just loves to death.
Aw.
It's a miniature pincher.
Oh, a little miniature pincher.
Yeah,
I've seen those.
But he's
They're adorable.
He's
Yeah.
6'5".
So he looks silly with it.
And his wife's like, oh, he just spoils the hell out of the thing.
Oh, probably pets it and breaks its neck. Oh, what have I done?
Of mice and men.
Yeah.
It's like those videos that come out every once in a while of the gorilla holding the little kitten in the
Yeah.
zoo. That's Kenny with his dumb
And a
little dog.
strange relationship is developing.
Club Soda Kenny.
Yeah, they show the gorilla petting a cat.
It is a female dog, by the way.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
A bitch, they call them.
I'll say.
You're holding back, though. There was something else with your eating, but I'll remember and I'll bring it up.
Believe me, I wouldn't hold back. If I had a thought in my head, it would be lonely.
I knew you were organized, and I had my suspicions that you had a bit of the OCD in you, but all right.
Steve from Bayshore is asking, did Kenny open up the staircase and introduce you to Spot?
And then this morning, on the way to work, Kenny goes, I lost electricity for 5 minutes. I'm like, yeah, it happens, right?
Yeah.
What do? We just go, hopefully you got like an alarm clock that isn't plugged into the wall. Kenny goes, I had to get up, and I had to reset every clock in the house.
At the moment the power came back on.
That's right.
He had to get up and reset everything.
Uh-huh. Sure. Why? Why?
And his wife told me that their clocks are exact to the second.
Oh, you don't set one ahead a little so you're okay?
Nope.
Synchronized.
Nope.
To the nuclear atomic clock.
Atomic clock.
Atomic clock.
Because we had a train schedule, and my BlackBerry's at least 5 to 6 minutes fast, I think, or slow. I don't know, because whatever.
Yeah, well, you don't want it slow.
So we're trying to figure out what is the real time, so I don't miss the train back to New York. And his wife goes, "Trust me, you see that clock right there? That is that's better than a NASA clock."
You gotta be punctual.
Well, of course.
A
Couple of,
So he had to get up in the middle of the night.
Don't matter, though.
To reset every clock in his house. Because they're all digital.
Yeah, and they blink.
They don't blink in other rooms.
I know, but I just, my alarm clock.
I mean, they are blinking in other rooms, but you don't see it.
I know, but it's on my mind. So I had a...
Yeah.
But thank you, Kenny. You saved us on Saturday.
Well, it was my pleasure. Because you know what my greatest fear is?
What?
Not being there.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like, too. Over the Adams family.
He's doofy and he's dopey. He sounds a little mopey. A manservant to Opie. He's Blood Soda Kenny. He's got his daily checklist. It starts with Opie's breakfast. He's on him like a necklace. He's Blood Soda Kenny. Security. XPD. OCD. Whatever you need, call him. No wonder Ope adores him. He wipes Opie's butt for him. He's Blood Soda Kenny.
There you go. Thanks, Kenny.
A lot of shoehorning.
Yeah, a little bit.
In that tune.
We haven't played that one in a while. Kenny's wife texted. The other thing with Kenny's eating, he has to start with 50 tortellinis.
50?
He has to start.
Isn't that...
That's a lot of food, but then again, he's 6'5".
I don't even care about how much food it is as far as the food part of it goes. That just seems like it would take a long time to do, to count out 50 tortellinis.
Well, if you've been doing it for years, I'm sure he's got a nice little system.
You still got to kind of, count.
Yeah.
5, 10.
But that was the other thing. If they have tortellini, it has to be 50 to start on his plate at one time.
Wow.
Why would she feed into that? She should scoop some on and go, eat these, stupid.
Yeah.
Count them later.
Dude, when I try to mess with it, his face turned beet red like he was trying to be polite. And his wife's like, please don't do that. You get to leave. I have to stay here.
I'd just love to know what he believes would happen.
Oh, yeah, that's a good question.
Off that whole thing. I don't know what the whole OCD thing is. Like, what do you think is going to happen?
Yeah.
Maybe it's just you don't want that weird feeling you get if, you go against it.
I don't know.
His wife goes to work with a black guy, and they go, 49 tortellinis?
Yeah. Hasn't come to that. You know what, though? Kenny's wife's small, but she could scrap.
OCD behavior, like if you're having addictive personality too, it also is part of like OCD behavior. Like I have it not like that, but I'll be laying in bed or in a hotel, and if my dresser drawer's open like a quarter of an inch, I have to get up and close it.
Really?
Yeah, just like weird stuff. You come in the house and you check everything.
We all have a little like OCDs in us, but
I don't think it's OCD. I think like you do have.
Well, they've labeled it, but
no, I mean like people's personalities. I think that's what it is.
Right.
If you do certain little things, but then OCD is when it becomes just an obsession. Obviously, it's part of the O.
Mm-hmm.
But when it starts affecting things like that, then you have some kind of problem. But just wanting to close the drawers for some reason, it's silly. Doesn't make much sense. You could leave the drawer open, but you know.